Hi, this is Karen and welcome to another card making tutorial at dolallycrafts. This is the card we're making today. It's got a very old worldy feel, for me anyway. I think it looks like one of the old lounge rooms, probably in Edwardian times, where they had the stripes at the bottom and then a really pretty topper wallpaper, or even wood panelling at the bottom, like a dado, I think that's what it's called, a dado wall design along the bottom. Anyway, this is the card. For those of you who have never been here before, I'm Karen. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Mornington, Victoria. I sell all of the products that I am demonstrating today. You can find the links to my shopping cart just down below here. And if you would like to join my team, you'd be more than welcome. Benefits of joining my team are that you will earn a 20% discount on everything that you buy from Stampin' Up. You will also earn a commission on any sales that you make. And when you buy a bundle, you also get 10% discount, which every purchaser does. But that means that as a demonstrator, you're actually getting 30% discount. And there's tiered levels too. Once you get to a certain level of sales, it actually jumps to 25%. So yeah, it's worthwhile becoming a demonstrator, even if you're only becoming one for yourself as a hobby demonstrator, so that you can just purchase everything that little bit cheaper. Anyway, enough of my spruiking, let's get on with the card. Now, I've done some of the card ahead of time, just for speed, so that you don't see me stuffing around with my big shot. Okay, we need a 6 by 4 1/4 piece of DSP. This is from the Magnolia Lane DSP. It's got stripes on one side and a pattern on the other, which is fantastic for what we're going to do today. I've also cut a piece of old olive cardstock, and this is 1 1/4 inches by 5. It's just so that I can use this edge die from the Magnolia memory dies just to cut the edge there, and I've used the single fat rectangle from the rectangle stitched framelits pack. So I've got that for my label at the front. With this, I did the white embossing on the old olive, but I'm not over keen on that. I think it's too dark, so I've just switched these two pieces around. Okay, I'm going to put that die aside and I will be right back because I need to go and die cut this piece. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I'll bring all these pieces of the card back in. As you can see, I've done the same cut on our patterned piece of DSP as I did on the old olive. Now I'm going to just snip down the sides so that that piece actually comes out like so. And what we're going to do, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and run some snail just along the edge there, which is where we're going to attach the piece of old olive. Now I've done it on the silicone mat so that nothing actually sticks to that, so all of the glue is on the back of this, not on the there's none on the front, so nothing is going to stick to the front of the card. And I'm just going to bring this down and very carefully line up the cardstock, or the DSP, onto the cardstock so it gives it an edge. I can get rid of my silicone mat now, and now I'm just going to use the edge of the card, or the edge of the DSP, just to trim so that the old olive is not showing at either side there. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals, and I'm going to slather this with dimensionals to give it a little bit of height off the card. So I'll probably end up using 9. Okay, so that's the dimensionals on there. Now there's one other thing we've got to put on before we actually pop this onto the card, and that is bring in our ribbon. Now I've got 2 pieces of ribbon at the side here. I can find one. There we go. There's the other piece. So there's a long piece and a short piece. All of the measurements can be found on my blog. Links in the description box below. So yeah, we've got the 2 pieces. The shorter piece is going to actually wrap around here, and we use the longer piece for making the bow itself. So I'm going to put some snail, just doesn't want to go on there, just on the, there we go, just on the join where the old olive joins the DSP, and I'm going to wrap that across there, bring it across, try and get it as level as possible, and just wrap it round. So there we go. And what I might do is add just a couple of extra dimensionals just to give it a bit more security on the back there. I'm not going to take the backing off all of the dimensionals, only off a couple, just enough to attach it. Now with this other piece of DSP, I'm going to pop some snail along each edge, just across the top there, and then this, remember when you're making your card, you're always going to have a leading edge, and the leading edge is at the front so that you can open your card up properly. So we're going to find the bottom corner here, line that up, there we go. Oh, it's a bit cockeyed there. No, that's fine. Okay, now I'm going to take the 4 on the outside edges off the backing papers off the dimensionals, and the 4 centre pieces on the edges off. Like so. Whoops. Cards upside down again. There we go. That meets it quite nicely like so. And as I said, those other ones are purely there just for support in the middle. Get rid of all these backing. Okay, we're going to now do some stamping. So in with the old olive and our sentiments. This sentiment is just hello on the front. So line my card piece up. There we go, that's nice. And then if you can hear scratching at the door, it's Maisie. She wants to come in. She can hear, oh, apparently it's the cat. And here is our second. This is the one that goes on the inside of the card, and it says, if I can find the correct saying, it says the journey of life is best shared with a friend. We'll get through this together. However, I've covered over the we'll get through this together. I just want the journey is best shared with a friend. So I'm going to ink that up, take off my mask of washi tape, pop that to the side so I don't get the ink everywhere, and then I'm going to just stamp that there. Oh well. I've made a bit of a mess of that, but that's okay. We will sort that out in a minute. I'll just cover that over so that I don't get any of that anywhere, and bring in my snail, and I'm just going to mount this on a bit of old olive. I think I really do prefer this as the outside, not the actual sentiment piece. Okay, bring in a longer pair of scissors. There we go. That looks much better. Yes, I definitely prefer that to that one. Yes, definitely. Okay, in with the dimensionals again. I'm using a lot of dimensionals on these cards that I've been making lately. Now, while I'm remembering to mention this, if anybody knows Ruth Thorne, who was one of my viewers a couple of years ago, I haven't seen or heard of her on any demonstrator sites or videos in a while. If anybody knows of her, can you let me know by email if she's okay? She used to comment quite frequently on my videos, and I did send her cards and received cards from her. She moved though, so I'm not sure if she's okay or whether she's been affected by COVID or anything else. So if you know of Ruth, can you please let me know if she's okay? And if she is, let her know that I'm thinking of her. Thank you. Okay, while I've been chatting, as you can see, I've just popped the ribbon on the front there, and it's a fake bow. It's a bit different from the one I had on the other one. I had a large bow, but I actually prefer this one. It's less fussy. Okay, let's fix the inside. So I'm going to bring out the bud from the Good Morning Magnolia and the leaf. It's a 2-box set, so I'm going to bring in this one. Actually, there's a, yeah, so bring these in and pop them on a block. And then bring in my old olive ink, and I need a scrap of paper, which I have up here. And that finishes the card off nicely inside, and it also masks the blooper slightly. You can still see it, but it's not as obvious now. So there we go. Move all of these off the edge here. This is the card, the sample card that we started with, and this is the card that I've made for you today. I hope you like this. I really like the way that turned out inside. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and yeah, don't forget to join me again next week. Remember, all the products at the moment are currently available in my shopping cart below. Just find the link in the description box. Okay, that's enough from me for now. I'll see you later. Bye bye.